WNBA star Brittney Griner released from Russian detention in prisoner swap for convicted arms dealer. Think about this, by the way. Think about this, okay? This one's crazy. We have two people here. One of them, an arms dealer. One of them brought an empty marijuana peripheral on a plane. Empty. Paraphernalia. Other guy selling guns illegally. I guess I'm just saying, right? It's but anyway, this is good news. WNBA star Brittney Griner has been released from Russian detention, President Joe Biden said Thursday, which is today. A source familiar with the matter tells CNN that the swap involves convicted Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout. The swap did not include another American that the State Department has declared wrongfully detained, Paul Whelan. Quote, she is safe, she's on a plane, she is on her way home, Biden said at the White House Thursday morning alongside Griner's wife, Sherelle. Quote, after months of being unjustly detained in Russia, held under intolerable circumstances, Brittney will soon be back in the arms of her loved ones, and she should have been there all along. Now, again, I would be remiss if I did not mention the war on drugs in the United States of America. How many people are in jail right now? Right now. For stupid ass bullshit? How many people are in jail right now for walking down the street with 3 joints in their fucking back pocket because they're going to go party with their friends? How many people right now are in jail because they have a garden in their backyard? How many people in this country right now have been imprisoned because there's a shoebox in their closet that contains medicine that they need in order to live properly and healthy lives? Right? How many people right now are in jail because their doctors prescribed them an addictive substance and then stole it from them in the height of their addiction and replaced it with nothing? And so they needed to go on the street and get something like heroin and then got caught with possession. Right now, how many people like that exist right now in this country? So again, I mean, all this shit, all of it's virtue signaling. All of it. Now again, Brittney Griner coming home. Awesome. Excellent news. Excellent motherfucking news. That's great. But think of all the people that died in prison because they had 1.1 ounces of weed in their backpack. Think of all the people that are going to die in prison because they had 1.1 ounces or they had 0.9 ounces, but the fucking cop put their thumb on the scale so it showed up as 1.1, which happens all the fucking time. Quote, this was not a choice of which American to bring home, Biden said. Sadly, for totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittney's. And while we have not yet succeeded in securing Paul's release, we are not giving up. We will never give up. Now again, virtue signaling. Virtue signaling. Because this administration, right now, they've quote-unquote started the process on decriminalizing marijuana. They could just do it right now. They don't need to, there's no process that's necessary. The jury is in. That shit's fucking good, okay? It's better than alcohol in every conceivable way. It's healthier than alcohol in every conceivable way. So if alcohol is legal, if caffeine is legal, marijuana should be legal. But this country is, again, architect of the crime bill, which accelerated and exacerbated the war on drugs. Joe Biden. Throwing that out there. But anyway, so this is good news. I don't need to go into depth on this. But again, obviously, good news overall. But of course, the government is going to use this moment for propagandistic purposes in order to, just distract from the fact that they're committing thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, tens and tens and tens of thousands and thousands and thousands of very similar, almost identical cases that they have power over, that they could stop and they could revert, right? So, I don't know, man. It's a little weird. It's like when Donald Trump pardoned that one woman or whatever that was like that was part of like a drug deal but didn't really know, like, you know, she was just given something and then she didn't know she was in a drug deal, but she got arrested for it anyway, and then Donald Trump pardoned her and then made this big round, oh, look at me, we care about people, but he didn't do anything else. He didn't pardon anybody else. Just one person, right? Just for the PR, and then you're done. And that's exactly what Joe Biden is doing with this. He's using it as a PR stunt. And once again, it is, you know, Joe Biden's kid. Joe Biden's kid should be in jail. Let's be honest. Hunter Biden should be in jail. Hunter Biden should be on death row. Why? He's a drug addict. That's not my opinion. That's Joe Biden's opinion. Joe Biden in the 1990s said that people that are drug addicts need to be off the streets. They need to go to jail for dozens of years. So, very interesting.